There we go. Test, 1, 2. Test. Okay, I think I've got it here. There we go. Okay. All right, we're just seconds before the open. It's Wednesday, April 13th. Open it up here and see what it does. Looking at the E-mini and the NASDAQ. Looking for some clues to get us involved. Looking at context, watching the bigger picture. Okay, here's our, oh, let me get rid of this one right here. Remove, here's our opening range. Oops. Here and here, all right. So quite a big down day of selling yesterday. Had about 90-point range on the S&P, so it's pretty big. Going to be mindful of that with tempo and pace and cadence today moving forward. Right, so here's our opening range. This is the minute bar chart that we're looking at down here. Here's our overnight high right up at 28. So we've pulled back quite a good amount looking at our daily chart. We've pulled in quite a ways. Let's look at the daily here. So here was our run up last month, middle of the month. And here's been our pullback down to this area in here. I'm just going to pull up the NASDAQ screen real quick just to take a look at that one. All right, feels like we're gonna push higher here. Oh, there we go. All right, we had a pretty good little spike there. This is the area to watch, this 12 level. Got another, minute until we got a new 15-minute bar. Let me look at NASDAQ real quick. So NASDAQ's still hanging out at its highs. Yes. Alright, so we've had a good amount of movement, like good range Monday and Tuesday. So today we could see some good range as well. Just watch this 12 level. See if anything happens around there. Got another half minute until we get a new 15-minute bar. Right now, I'm wondering if 7 is it. If 7.5 is all we'll see, and then we come lower. But I'm not getting involved just yet. Watching NASDAQ right now. Let me pan over to it real quick. Getting closer to its overnight high. So I'll be watching that one to get cues for the S&P. All right, so we're coming up on that 12 area, 44.12. Okay. A little bit more of a response now. I'm going to try selling one here. Or selling some here. I'll be watching this 14 level as well. So yeah, I'm watching kind of like 14, 15, 16 area. NASDAQ is showing strength. It's getting up closer to its overnight high. E-mini is not there yet. And so I thought I'd take a stab at it up here. NASDAQ's pointing quite a bit. All right, let's see what the 1 minute is doing here. Alright, so we're just hanging out at this level. Come up to here, we've kind of stalled. 5 minute chart still looking strong and bullish. Same with the 15, so I am trying what would be an outside in move. Okay, here we go. Let's see, where do we need to get them below or get them down to? 0.5 is going to be like a first target down here. So I'll watch the 5 minute now to see if we can get more follow through. Yeah, needed to get below, like below 0.4 half. So NASDAQ looks like it peaked. This one looks like it'll follow here too. Let's watch it and see. Watch for nuance. We've got another 3 minutes until the new 5 minute bar comes along, so got a little while with that. I'm going to try to sell a little bit more right here. Not much. I mean, just added a very small amount to my position. Okay, there we go. Want to see that 0.5 get taken out though. Or 0.4 really. So it came up, had a quick movement there. I'm not liking that it's coming right back. I don't like that. Keep an eye on it here. Let's see. All right, got another minute for a new 5 minute bar. I think I misspoke about that other one. So let's see how the 5 minutes looking. Okay, I'm mindful, remember, like context as well, right? Like looking at the daily, we've come in quite a bit. We've come down quite a bit in relation to where we were yesterday. So, I'm mindful that today we could, right here, we could kind of consolidate, hang out, and then push quite a bit higher. So I need to see this thing get below like 0.5. I'm going to take a little bit off right here. Right here, a little bit off. Okay. All right, there we go. That's looking better. I'm gonna take off a little bit more right here. All right, so, but again, looking at the daily, there we go. That's nice. That's a nice move. Take some off right here for sure. Probably should have given that one a little bit more time to the downside, but that's how it is. You gotta protect yourself. All right. I'm pleased with my entry on this one. It's up pretty high. So I'm still in just under half my position, like 45% of the original position. So 05 was kind of the level to get under. We'll keep an eye on it now and see what it's trying to show us. Got another 2 minutes until the 15-minute bar closes. Five-minute bar, let me show you this one here. I don't want that. So 5-minute bars come way down. Could be kind of a liquidation break, way down. We'll see if Forty shows strength, that we got to get back up in here and hold. So I feel like you could short it here again against like that 06 or 08 level. We've got a minute and a half until we get a new 5-minute bar. 5 minutes over here. All right, let's watch and see here. So that one moved in my direction rather quick. Let's see. Again, we talked about tempo and there we go. That's a good push down. I'm going to buy a little bit back right here, right at that level. And I've still got on 30% of my original position. This time I'll probably hold it against the high of the day, or the so far high of the day. I might be looking to switch at some point here. I'm going to buy a little bit more right here. Okay, so I'm in like 15% of my original position. And I'm going to put my other stop up here at that 06, 05 level. Probably should have shorted some more when we got up to there. That was a good spot to get involved. I talked about that 06. So well done. Good job, Jeff. All right, so my last stop out area is right up here. We'll watch it now. I'm going to buy a little bit more back right here. All right. So I'm in less than 10% of my original position, with the last little bit holding above here. If I see something shaping up, I might decide to get long down here. We'll see. Based on just looking at this 15-minute bar. Let's see. Kind of looking for half back. Half back could be. So, yeah, might not be a bad spot. Remove drawing. Remember, this is opening range. The bulls might want to hold it here. try to hold it, and then move us up. If we get down to here, I might just flatten my position. Again, looking for confluence. I'm going to flatten it right here. All right, so I'm totally out. NASDAQ, kind of a big spike tail up on the 15-minute. Good entry. Boy, I'm pleased with that entry. Good entry. Truthfully, the trade of the day was this spike down then here. That was the trade of the day, really, where it was just handed to you. I was already in the trade here when we got short, took some off at 05, and then more here and more here, but this definitely would have been a place to reload. I thought that potentially it could be what we call like a liquidation break, where it comes down. But for it to be a liquidation break, it would need to come down within a few minutes, get back up into this consolidated area, hold here, and then go higher. So even on that pullback here, could have been shorting 05, thinking that, okay, like we can, even if it's going to run higher, we'll probably hang out here for at least a few minutes before we move higher. So yeah, in my mind, that was the trade of the day right there. Kind of just handed it to you. On a platter. On a platter. All right, let's see what develops during the day here. Let's see what the market wants to give us. Okay. Pretty big pop up there. We'll watch this spike, right? We'll watch that 06 level. See if they take that out. NASDAQ was showing strength, came down to support. Yeah, I thought about a long here. Remember, I was talked about earlier, keeping in mind like context for the day. Yesterday and Monday, we sold off pretty hard. We pulled in a lot relative to where we were. And so this was it. Now, I was doing this yesterday, kind of front running that opening range, buying a little bit more, and then got stopped out. So maybe I wasn't as aggressive today because I got stopped out yesterday, which is a shame. But that's just how it is sometimes. So it looks like the bulls are definitely showing some strength here. Well, I mean to hold my trades longer, but here the last few days they've just, well, yesterday I had to wait on one for quite a while, but I had another one that worked out pretty quick yesterday, and then today it's, sometimes it just goes in your favor quickly and you don't have to wait long. All right, let's see. So NASDAQ strong, kind of a nice bounce there. E-mini looking strong for right now. Had a bounce off of 94. Yeah, boy, that was the spot to add right there. That was it. Could have managed that one a little bit better. Every now and then the market will do stuff where it just kind of it gives you a good opportunity to do something. And for me, for the kind of trades that I do and the setups that I like, that was it right there. NASDAQ looking strong here. Stronger than the E-mini. I'm going to try and buy just a little bit right here. I'm getting in real small. So I'm in a third of the size that I was up here originally. All right, got another few seconds until we get a new 5-minute bar. Keeping an eye on that 15-minute. So this is an area similar to like yesterday, this opening range. We've come up, kind of come back in now to what could be support. Again, keeping in mind our context, right? So I'll be watching the 5-minute and seeing if we can hold this area and then get a push up. But next target would be 4,400, and then it'd be nice to see some strength and get above this. But as I mentioned, we could see some volatility today. Well, we are seeing some volatility today relative to where we have been. So, but I like this entry. It's a good entry area. NASDAQ was coming up, pulling back in now. My size on this one is small. I haven't added. Here, I'll kind of pull up a 5-minute. This may give a little bit clearer picture as to what I'm looking at. So, came up here, got some what could be kind of support down here. This is our opening range. So there's the opening range trade that I mentioned where people will sometimes take it, get in there, and see if it can run on them. So let's see now if we can get any follow through. And here's our 15-minute. Got another, looks like 2 minutes until we get a new 15-minute bar. Here's our 1 minute. Again, my sizing on this trade, I'm in a third of the size that I was here originally. So quite a bit smaller. Let's see, next line in the sand, next area of contention. Good question. Yeah, 99 to 4,400 is going to be our next area. Been moving quite a bit, at least relative to what we've seen as of late. All right, 1 more minute on the 5-minute bar. And 1 more minute on the 15-minute bar. Okay, let's see if we get some follow through here. Here we go. Coming up, NASDAQ, a little bit stronger than the E-mini or than the S&P. All right, so this is one I'm going to hold on to a little bit. Again, I'm in it small. We had a nice spike down here on the 1 minute. Looking at context, right? We've come down, kind of making like what could be a W. So let's see if we can get some strength behind us here. I'm going to sell a tiny bit, a quarter right here at this level. Now my stop's just going to be right down here at the low. So we just got the house's money here. That's good. That's how I like it. Oh. Oops. Yeah, darn it. That 06 would have been the area. All right, I'm selling a little bit more right there. And I'm in half of that original position, which is, it's a small position. We got NASDAQ coming up to its overnight high. Keeping in mind context here, so I'm in half of my position, and let's see. Yeah, context wise, we're just looking at this, got lower, came up, and then kind of pulled back to it. So, yeah, this is one where, I don't know, could get up to here, could get up to here. Who knows? It's anyone's guess, right? Who would have thought yesterday that we'd sell off as far as we did? I thought I was a little bit biased short to the downside, but I didn't think we'd sell off 90 points from top to bottom, but we did. We did. All right, so here's our context. It could take a while on this one. It depends on what NASDAQ does, but I like it here. My entry was really nice. Got my stop at this 90 level. And who knows? Let's look at the daily. This is one. You never know. It's Wednesday. It would seem, well, you just don't know. So this is one that if we can end strong for the day, I might try just holding a little piece of it or holding what I've got on right now. If we end strong, get up and above like the overnight high, I'll probably just hold on to it and see if it'll run a little bit more for the next day or two. See if we can get up a bit higher and take some off at a higher level. But we'll see. All right, NASDAQ looking strong. Let me pull that one up real quick, and then I'm going to be done for the day. Here's NASDAQ. Here it is again on the 1 minute and 15 minutes. So as you can see, it's getting up, bumping that overnight high, trying to pierce it, trying to push higher. If it can get above that, S&P could have some really nice follow through. So could work out good. I'm going to look at a few other charts. All right, I'm back. Just had to call MediaCom there. All right, let's watch this area here. I'm even gonna go a little bit lower. Whoops, sorry, I got the wrong things on here. Okay, we've got NASDAQ showing strength. We've got the S&P showing some strength. Looking at the 5-minute, as I had showed earlier, we came down. We took out this 06 level, so that's strong. I'm wondering if we pull back in and then continue to move higher here. So again, I've got just a runner that I'm holding against this low. Truthfully, I probably should move it up and hold it against a higher low, but I'll just leave it there. So we're gonna watch this area, and we've got a while yet until it develops, but what I'm thinking could develop is something, yeah, okay, let's see, let's watch this yellow area. Something that could develop would be like a wedge, right, where we've got a wall up here that we're hitting, but we've got high here, higher low coming up. What could be a higher low here, so if we hold this, then we'd look to get up here again and push through it. As we're doing this, NASDAQ it hasn't really come off. It's just showing strength. To me, it feels like the NASDAQ is waiting for the S&P to do something. Ah, darn, I was just looking to snag a little bit more and get back in that position. So it looks like this could be it here. So I'm still in my position. I was just thinking right here, I was just about to buy a little bit more, but the bulls beat me to it. NASDAQ is pushing through. It's up above new highs of the day and above its overnight high. That was a great setup right there. Again, most of my trades, 95% of them, I don't have to have a quick trigger as far as to get in it or get out of it. I looked over, was going to click, and looked back and noticed that we had popped 5 points in the matter of, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds. So we're going to hang tight right here. Okay, so at this point, I haven't gotten involved. I haven't added to that long that I'm in from down here. I'm not getting long here. And I probably won't down here unless I see some kind of a bounce and NASDAQ showing some strength. So right now it's just a little bit tricky for me because NASDAQ did come up, take out the overnight high. Now it's back below it, but it doesn't mean that it can't push higher. It certainly could. So I'm going to watch it and see. On this, I just need a little bit more time, need some more information in order to pull the trigger. It does feel strong to me. It does feel bullish. But we'll see. Okay, if I do get long, I want to see NASDAQ hold. Sorry, I don't want to full screen. I want to see NASDAQ hold this level right here. So if it pulls back in, and if S&P pulls in a little bit too, I want to see NASDAQ hold this level, and then I'll consider getting long to join the bulls. Well, I am long right now. I'm just long from lower. I should say I'll consider adding to my position. Sorry for the squeaky chair in the background. And it might be that I miss it, and that's okay. I'm pleased with my first two entries, getting short up here, and then getting long down here. So then the question becomes if we're showing strength, right? So if we peekaboo down here, take this out, then come right back, the question then becomes if we're up here and I'm looking to get long, where does price have to go in order for me to be wrong? That's the question. All right, let's see. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off here. Let's see what it does. You feel like it would take this level out. I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it right here. Got another 5 minutes on the 15-minute bar. I'm going to buy a tiny bit right here. Alright, so here's where we want to see. We want to see it kind of hold this level. NASDAQ just came down to that orange line. So we'll see now if we can hold in here and get back up into here. Here's my next level right here. We'll edit that guy. I'm gonna buy a little bit more here. Watching this 94 level, I feel like to show strength, we gotta hold that. If we can get back up in here rather soon, that's not good. I'll consider adding to more up here. Alright, so let me show you again what I'm looking for in the 5 minute. So I'm looking for, we're right here kind of at the decision point, push down to here, then coming back up, getting above this, and holding, and then pushing off higher. Keeping in mind context of what the overall market's done. So today could easily be a range day where we're just back and forth. So we've got to keep that in mind, that we can be wrong. Let's see. All right, so I'm wanting to see us get back up into this area. NASDAQ came down to that level, but it's still got to push up a bit more. We've only got, we've got 2 minutes left until a new 15-minute bar is put in place. So I'm still holding my little ad right here. I've got my stop right here. I figure I'm wrong below this. I may at this point move my stop up a little bit more to this level. We'll give it another minute here and see what it does. Okay, so if we can get up here now and claim this area, reclaim it, man, 15-minute bar, it's got to move a decent amount on NASDAQ in the next minute to show some continuation. So on this now, I've got my stop right here on this level. And if I choose to join the party with the bulls, if it is going to be a party, I feel I'd be wrong below this number, or below that level rather. All right, so let me move this guy up. Somebody's calling. All right, so let's see if it plays out now. I added some more down here. I've got my first stop right at this low level here. I want to see us get back in here above this yellow line, reclaim it, keeping in mind that we could be a little bit range bound. Cancel one of those. I'm going to trail one a little bit closer behind it. There we go. Looking for a pop. So I've got a real close trailing stop on this guy now, just for part of that. The rest of it, I'm holding that stop against that low right there. All right, I'm out just a little bit right there of that little bit that I scaled in here. NASDAQ, in fact, did come down to that orange line, looking like feels like we're gonna try pushing higher. But my stop out is gonna be right here now. So I'm gonna move my other stop to that level as well.
Same. All right, awesome. We're on the same page, man. I like that you don't have a bias. You know, some traders have a bias, and my attitude has always been like, I don't want to only be able to make money in certain conditions. I want to make money in any condition, in all conditions, right? So I get short, I go long. Just want to base on the price action. Sounds like you're the same. Jump for you. When you're looking at the daily chart, and mind you, I just barely even learned how to look at the daily chart, and I only use it as like a minor reference point. But I have started looking at the range of the past few days and using that as a reference point, which was kind of like a game changer for me, because I was like, oh wow, could really help me identify profit targets and stuff like that. But my question for you is, do you look at that one particular indication, which is the range, the average range of the past few days, and use that to place your trades, or you know, do you use that? Do you use the average days range as a reference point when you're placing trades on a 5-minute chart?
Hey, I can use that as a reference point. Like yesterday, I was looking at it when we were inside of Monday's range. I thought, okay, we could have a big amount of movement here, which we did. So sometimes I'll base it on that, yeah.
Hey,
I feel like you could get long here and you'd be wrong if it got below 96. I added some at 96, so that's just what I'm feeling. let's watch and see. Let's see if we get a pop here. I'm gonna buy some right here, just a tiny bit more, not much. Might have rushed that. Yeah, I feel I did, but that's okay. So we're up right above this yellow line. Come up, holding it so far. We really want to hold this line now. NASDAQ isn't selling off, so it feels like it could just be kind of consolidating, waiting for a push above, kind of consolidating, hanging out here, waiting for a push above this line here, but it's quite a ways up. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. There's our pop. Could we get it here? I'm going to try buying a little bit more and figure I'll be wrong below this spike right here. So let's do that. What's that spike area? 39.29. Yep. All right, I might try to trail some of these. So I added a little bit more. Figure I'm wrong below this level right here. Let's see if we can get some follow through now. I'm moving up a stop, kind of scaling it pretty close. Don't want to see this get taken out right here. NASDAQ hanging in there now. Yeah, I might have got a little overconfident on that one right here, but we'll see. Looking at the 5 minutes, so sometimes I can zoom in too much, but looking at the 5 minute, it is looking good here, right? So we've got what I talked about regarding coming up, higher low, coming up, higher low, coming up, higher low here. It's been holding above this yellow line now for a while. We had this push lower, quick buy up, or quick rejection of that area from the bulls. So let's see if we can get it. I'm gonna take a little bit off the table right here. All right, so I just took off a quarter of my position, but I'm still in 3/4 of it. I've got one stop at this level for the core position. One stop out is going to be right here at this level. Pleased with that. Okay, I scaled a little bit here at 16. And that runner I had where my stop was down here at 91, I then moved it up to 96. The question for me now is, do I put it at this level around 01 or 04? So I don't know. Let me take a look at the daily real quick. That might help me make a decision. Got pretty close to my little alarm up here. I've got a little bit more until we've got a new 5-minute bar. So, yeah, I think I'll hold it against this low right here. It's way above my entry point. So we'll hold it against there around 01. Let it be, let it ride. Looks good, feels good. All right. Nice little breakout trade there. All right, that is, I know earlier I said I was going to be wrapped up, but so for me, that was, excuse me, good breakout. Again, to recap, we came up, came down, came up and down, got in here, hung around here, held above this, which, I mean, it's not science, it's an art form sometimes, but we held above this yellow line for a little while, held it here and here, so 5, 10, 15 minutes we held it, and then finally pushed up, and the NASDAQ is now above it's now above its overnight high, hanging in there, looking strong. Again, we've got to take into consideration context, right? So let me pull the daily over once more. Well, I'll show you the daily, then we'll look at the 15 minutes. So it feels like to me a good target might be this overnight high, or I had like mid 20s to low 20s as my first target. I was happy I added a little bit more down here so that I could scale out here. So yeah, next target for me would be mid 20s, and then you've got the overnight high. And again, I'm going to hold on to this one and see if we get follow through during the day. If we do, who knows, maybe tomorrow, between tomorrow and Friday, maybe we end up, getting somewhere up in here. And in that case, I'll close that position out. So that's that. When you trade, All right, I'm going to wrap it up here in just a minute. But before I do, we got to look at some gold charts, silver charts. I'm not a gold bug. I don't really trade it, but here lately I've been in some core positions, like longer term, and I'm still liking the action that I'm seeing. So let's take a look here. Here, let me kind of move this a bit. Oops, that's not it. All right, well, I'll just leave this thing on the side. Well, maybe I'll move it like that. There we go. So again, we'll kind of run over some of these, or run through them rather. You know what, I'm going to bring this back so I can just click through them so I don't have to remember them. All right, so here we've got, looks like AG, it's First Majestic Silver Corp, looking nice. This is the one that I was really kind of licking my chops over. Got a longer term like cup. Here's what I think could be the handle, right? We've come up above this area. We've held it. Now it looks like, feels like we're going to get some follow through. Let's look at this one. Here's another one that's looking nice. Smaller company, but could have some good follow through. We're starting to get up into this area. We spiked up here like a month ago. Be great to take that guy out. GDX, this is just gold miners. GOLD, this is Barrick Gold. They're just kind of walking the tightrope here, pushing up. Feel like they could get a nice pop if gold continues to just stay strong, the physical commodity. This is MAG Silver Corp. So again, we've got kind of a rounded bottom here. Needs to hold this level. This one's got some legs to it. Well, I don't know. No, never mind. This one I feel like next profit target's going to be around like 34. Here's SIL. This is Silver Miners. This one's looking really nice as well. Just looking like it's going to get off to the races and get moving soon. And then we've got Wheaton Precious Metals. This is one that I feel has some legs to it. Let's see. So long term, rounded bottom, came up to this 50 level, stayed above here. Feels like we could get some nice follow through to go to all-time highs on that one. What else was there? So yeah, this to me feels like it really could run. It was, I think AG. Now this one wouldn't be getting anywhere near its all-time highs, but it feels like if we can break this level that we could get back up into this range up here. So those are longer term plays for me, ones that I've been buying for a while, holding on to. So we'll see what kind of action we get with it. All right, I'm just looking at the S&P. It's popping up a bit higher. Again, I've got my runner on from lower. Let's just switch back to the screen, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, is this it? Oh, that's not it. Wrong screen. Let's go to this one here. There we go. All right, so I scaled out a little bit at 16, and I'm just holding against this level right here to see if we can end strong on the day, maybe get above our overnight high, and if we do, got to take into account context. Could be that we get a nice run up tomorrow and the next day as well, so we'll see. All right. If anyone's watching, peace. Good trading with you. Oops, I'm upside down. There we go. There it is. All right. Anyone who's watching, we'll see you. I'll be watching this later to kind of recap my performance, to learn from what I did right, what I did wrong, what I can do better. See you soon.